According to a certain school of thought, which I somewhat inaccurately refer to as Darwinian, living beings are hardwired to devote all of their endeavors, all of their efforts towards ensuring the survival of their DNA after death. And that is the closest thing that we can come up with in terms of a meaning of life, or a reason to exist, a reason to desire to continue as living beings in the physical plane. And beyond that, there's nothing else. Now, I won't really say that there isn't a great deal of evidence for that, because a lot of people do seem to spend their entire lives trying to create things, or offspring, or ideas that will survive them after their death. But the issue that I have with that kind of point of view is, we also have, as human beings, the capacity to speculate on things and to think in abstractions. For example, if I am hardwired to only concentrate all of my efforts upon passing on my DNA, why is it that I actually do have a grasp of the infinity of time and time's ability to destroy, or at least grind down or undo, everything? I know that time will eventually see my DNA die out, or maybe even be brought to an abrupt end when the sun that created the energy, that created the life, that created my DNA, burns out, and that's the end of all of us. My DNA will die out. I know this. But I am one of those beings that is allegedly hardwired to spend all of my time creating conditions under which I can pass my DNA on. This is irrational. It's as though I am consciously doing something futile. I know that time has the capacity to undo everything, and yet I still obsessively work towards doing something futile. I won't really say that that's a flaw in Darwin's or the Darwinian school of thought, but I will say that it's a dead end. Now, if life is ultimately a dead end, and we have the capacity to understand that it is, why do we even bother putting food in our bellies? We are not just machines that stay alive and pass on our encoded usness from one generation to the next. We have the capacity to think in abstractions like time. We have the capacity to create ideas like Father Time, that stands there with his scythe and his hourglass, just waiting to undo everything that will ever be done by human beings, by nature, by science, by existence itself. Everything that we ever do is futile. We know this, and we've always known it. Now what? Thank you.